want you to rock me. Rock me. Rock me. Yeah.
Alright, dude. Go trip over a knife.
My boy, my boy, my boy. Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today I'm with my best friend. She hates me, but I love her. So we're going nowhere, but we're still gonna do our makeup.
Oh, and we're gonna be answering questions.
Oh yeah, and you guys, how did I forget about that? You guys asked for advice. So we're gonna be answering those. The first one, she said, I'm losing feelings for my boyfriend. I told my friends and they all told me that it's because I haven't seen him all summer. I want to break up with him, but he doesn't deserve to be broken up with over text. He's honestly so great, but I just don't feel the same way I did as when we started dating. But at the same time, I don't want to have to wait until school starts, and I don't want to tell him that we need to hang out and have him thinking that it's a serious date. He also never texts me back and constantly leaves me unread. Please help.
Give it time. If you don't want to break up with him now, wait till the end of summer.
Yeah,
and
don't be so impulsive about it, you know?
When you see him and you're with him and you realize, wow, like I truly did lose feelings, then, you know, talk to him about it. Do like what I said. But if you see him again and you guys are hanging out and it's back to the way it was, then, you know, I'm pretty sure all those feelings that you thought you were losing interest are just sort of going to go away, and you're going to realize, wow, like, I don't know, I just had a moment of doubt.
Someone said advice on making true friends. You can't pick out a true friend. I think you'll know when they come along, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Like, you can't pick them out, but once a good friend comes along, you're gonna know. Whether that be tomorrow, 2 years, it's worth it. That's why you always do have to be nice to everyone and just, like, reach out to people. The way the world works, it's weird, but that's why you always have to, like, be nice to people.
I know that we get stuck in our own little groups, but it's so important to reach out. And because, like, for example, Verena and I, we were in completely two different friend groups. Like, I didn't even know her friends. I sort of didn't want to be friends with her friends. Sorry. But like, when we started becoming friends and reaching out to each other, like, here we are now, you know?
But she hates me.
I don't hate you.
Okay, so this girl said two things. Okay, so the first one is, last school year and first semester of school, I was getting into a big amount of trouble, grounded from everything. My parents took my phone for a long time. I've had my phone for about 6 months back now, and they've still been finding stuff out, like the old stuff from before, and they don't trust me still. What should I do? I need to gain their trust. So if they're still finding out about stuff from before, honestly, what I would do is I would sit down with them both. I'd be like, listen, and I would just spill the beans on everything that I've ever done that's wrong, and I would be like, but I'm telling you this now because I want you to trust me, and I don't want to hide things from you, and I want to tell you before you find out, because in the end, if they find out before you tell them, it's just going to end worse than if you told them yourself. Yeah, and this is also going to sound really cheesy, and I know you might not want to do this, but also, like, if your friends invite you out or something, bring up the idea to your parents, but then also be all like, I don't think I want to go, though, because I have to, like, study for this, or I want to hang out with you instead, something like that. Like, even if you don't want to, even if you really, really want to go hang out with your friends, it's just, like, showing your parents that you're not, like, all about friends or all about boys or all about, like, whatever it may be. And then the second thing is, she said, another question. So about 2 months ago, I got out of a relationship of me being the only one putting effort in. I basically got cheated on multiple times. This guy was sending this other girl the same exact messages he was sending me. I just got played he just played me super hard, and now they're together, and I feel so dumb for letting him do that for so long. What should I have done? And then I said, did you know about it while you were in the relationship? Because I was confused. And she said, I knew he talked to her, and I met her, and she seemed nice, and he said they're just friends and they're never gonna be anything. But the day after we broke up, they told the whole world you were together, that they were together. I think she means. My mom was suspicious of him and told me the whole time he was playing me, and I'd never listen. Go with your instinct. If you think the guy you're with is, like, there's something going on with him and someone else, you need to trust your instinct. Like, you should never let a guy tell you you're being crazy over this. You know, if you had doubts from the first place that, like, there was something going on, then I think you should trust that and just learn for next time in your next experiences and relationships. Honestly, I don't think that there was much that could have been done, because it would have been weird to just randomly accuse him like, oh, you're playing me, you know, without having any solid hard evidence. Honestly, let me tell you, any guy that plays a girl like that is insecure. Any guy that has to seek affection from more than one girl while he's in a relationship with one is insecure, like mad insecure. He doesn't need affection from one girl, he needs it from two, or who knows how many girls he was talking to, you know? But you didn't know. But I would just say, just pick up on the things that, like, red flags, you know? Stuff that your next partner is gonna be doing. If it, like, lines up with what this guy was doing, I think that's, like, red flag. But don't let it get to your head, because not every guy is like that. Yeah. And I know you might think like, ugh, all guys suck and stuff, but no, they really don't. It is hard to find like a good guy, but once you do, like, you're gonna realize how much better you should have been treated by other people.
Honestly, you're just gonna move on.
I plucked a hair. Someone said how to find yourself and not care what others think. I have a lot for this one, so you go first.
How to find yourself. I know I'm only 15, but I feel like throughout your life, you're constantly discovering yourself. You're constantly learning about yourself. And you take it one day at a time. And not care what others think, that's something that you develop over time, I believe, right?
Yeah,
it's sort of like
takes time.
Not care what people think. That's a confidence thing, and surrounding yourself with really good people who encourage you to constantly be yourself and do what you want to do. Those are the people who are gonna help you get in this mindset that like, this is who I am, and like I don't care about what you have to say. And honestly, Verena's one of those people for me, because this how she she does what she wants, and if anybody has anything rude to say about her, she like laughs it off. She's like, okay. And that, like, get yourself a Verena. That's my advice. And
get yourself a Verena.
Get yourself a Verena, and treat every single thing that you go through in life as a learning experience. I'm gonna keep repeating this. I don't think Verena and I are the most confident people all the time, to be honest, right? Like, I still struggle with confidence all the time, but just finding, what do you call it?
And I am a confident person, you know? Yeah. I am confident, but I'm not all the time, you know? And
it's okay to have bad days.
Also, with not caring what people think, I'm going to use myself as an example. There's so much controversy over makeup and wearing makeup and how much makeup you wear, especially being a teenager too. People always want to give their opinions. People, like, whether it be rude or nice, whatever it is, people are always going to have something negative to say about you. Like, for example, people always say, like, I wear too much makeup or whatever it is, but you just really have to be so in love with what you're doing that you just don't care. Like, I love doing makeup so much that, like, Obama himself can come up to me and be all like, Verena, your makeup is ugly as shit. And I'd be like, okay. That is going to take time. But you just have to be so confident in what you're doing in yourself that you really just don't care. And it is going to take time. Let me just say, the people that are always like posting on Snapchat, like, I don't give a shit what anybody has to say about me. Those are the people that care the most about what people say.
That's true.
So don't be one of those people.
Because honestly, if you were so confident, if you had that confidence in yourself that you just didn't care, you wouldn't be necessary.
You wouldn't have to tell people. People would just know. Exactly. Okay, this girl said, my best friend became friends with my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. So let's pretend that you had a boyfriend and I became best friends with his ex. Okay?
Okay.
And she knew it. She knew that I found it weird, but she still talks to her like all the time, and they have a streak and all this stuff. And the ex always throws shade at me online, and whenever I bring it up to my best friend, she just shakes it off and says that I'm exaggerating, and it's probably never even about me, when it clearly is. What do I do? Do I confront the ex, or do I confront my BFF? She's not your best friend. First of all, let me just say she's not your best friend. Second of all, I don't think you should take it too personally that she's friends with her, because you can't control who other people are friends with and stuff. But I get that you don't like the idea that she's friends with your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. But you do have to let her be friends with other people and stuff. But I don't like the fact that she's not defending you when your boyfriend's ex-girlfriend is like saying all this stuff about you online.
She ain't your best friend.
She's not your best friend. Don't call her your best friend.
As far as the girl who's your best friend, maintain a friendship with her, sure.
Just don't trust her as much as you used to.
Yeah, because honestly, a true best friend is going to be so straight up with you, be like, hey, like, she's talking shit about you. Girl asked advice on how to avoid getting yourself into drama and advice on how to know who is your real best friend.
Well, I feel like we already answered the second one.
Yeah.
Advice on how to avoid getting yourself into drama.
Be a nice person.
Yeah, be genuinely nice.
But don't be fake.
Yeah.
I get that. That can be that's a hard line for people to draw.
I get like being in middle school or being in high school, like sometimes you are fake and sometimes people do go through those phases. I was fake at one point. Sometimes I still am, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes she's fake. You know, we're not all perfect, but I just say try your best to not, and just be genuinely nice to people. Don't be mean. Don't be one of those girls on social media like,
I will fight you. Literally, do we have a problem? Do we have a problem? Listen.
we slip up sometimes. Like, yes, we still slip up. Like, we talk shit about people sometimes. I learned from this. Just because your friend doesn't like someone doesn't mean you have to dislike them. 100%.
Exactly. This goes back to like the girlfriend-boyfriend thing.
Yeah, just because your friend doesn't like someone doesn't mean you have to dislike them. If this person did this person wrong, doesn't mean you have to hate them for it. Just sure, take caution, you know, but you have your own experiences with people, and people have their own experiences with that same person. Yeah, like, I have, like, an experience with that. Like, people think just because someone else had a bad experience with me, or because, like, people have never talked to me before, and they automatically think I'm Satan. Like, even just because of the way I, like, look or carry myself, like, people, like, I'll talk to them, and they'll be like, yeah, I used to think you were the biggest B, but I'd be like, why? And they'd be like, I don't know, you just look like you would be. Or, like, because I heard this person say something. You know, never go based off of that.
Don't make assumptions. Just don't assume. I know sometimes it's really hard. It's really easy, actually.
I was going to say something, but, like, my brain just kind of flatlined. Okay, background information for people who weren't on my Instagram live. This girl was telling us how her boyfriend didn't want her going through her phone and going through his phone and stuff, and they, like, got into an argument about it.
This is sketchy.
Yeah, so she DM'd me. She said, hello, it's me again. I left the boy I was telling you guys the other time on your live. N-words ain't shit. After all, I'm calm and happier that I'm not stressing anymore. Did I do the right thing in your point of view? By the way, girl, I love you so much.
Girl,
I love you too. You did the right thing.
Okay, I read this quote on Pinterest the other day. Stop it. This quote on Pinterest, and it said, whatever costs your peace, your peacefulness or whatever, then it costs too much. And now here you are, you're chilling, you're living your best life, and you did the right thing. If you're happy, whatever decision you make, and as a result you end up being happy, then of course you did the right thing.
This is my main advice for anyone watching and they're going through relationship problems. If your friend was having those same relationship problems you were, like, what would you think? What would you think of that? What would you say to them? What would you want them to do?
You know how you deserve to be treated, and do not settle for anything less than how you know you deserve to be treated. Ever.
You're such a Tumblr post. I love you. What would you do if you love a guy you've been with for a year, but you know you could be treated way better than he is treating you, and all your friends don't like him with you? We literally just basically answered that.
Girl, if you're not happy, if you know that you're being treated then less than you deserve to be treated.
But she loves him. I get that love is blind sometimes, but
love ain't that blind.
It's not blind anymore.
Love is colorblind.
It's not blind anymore once you really get to see, like, how they're treating you. So at that point, I don't think you love him anymore.
I know that, like, when you're in a relationship, you think, oh my god, there's no one better than this person. But trust me, there is. There are really good guys out there.
How do you approach someone you like that you've never talked to before? You're outed for the picture for this one. You can't give advice on this.
Oh, I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad. Like, I'm so awkward. Sometimes boys like me, and I don't know how, or like why, because I'm so freaking weird. And honestly, I cannot give you advice on this, because if I did, I'd be such a hypocrite. This is...
I like want to help this girl, but I don't know how to, because this is gonna sound like cocky, and I'm not trying to, but I like usually never approach guys first.
Yeah, because everyone's already in love with Marina. So.
No. I just like, I never like take the first step. But let me think.
Okay, this is my advice. If you really like him, or you like really want to get to know him, and you see, ooh, that boy is fine, and you just, okay, if you have his Instagram, his Snapchat, whatever, like send him a meme.
No,
I've done that before.
No. You're gonna freak that person out. If you guys have never talked to
Oh, right.
Randomly
They've never talked before.
Never, yeah.
Okay. If you've never talked before,
imagine just some random guy sending you a meme like out of the blue. And
if it was a good meme.
Okay, if it was a good meme though, I would. But if it was like you don't know his taste in memes yet.
Yeah, that's true. Honestly, knowing the other person's taste in meme, that's really deep. Honestly.
My boyfriend liked some girl while dating me, and it happened just a month ago. But he insists that he was lying about it, and it's summer, and I'm really hurt. Should I break up with him? I don't want to tell you to break up with him. I'm not going to tell you to break up with him because I don't know your guys' relationship. I don't know how long you guys have been together. I don't know your guys' connection. But if you're asking someone else to break up with him, all I have to tell you is that you want to, but you need someone else to tell you so that you don't take full responsibility for it. Maybe not that, but I just know you want to break up with him.
By asking
if you should break up with him. But I will tell you this, if I were you, I would break up with him. But that's just me.
I would too.
But I'm not telling you to break up with him because if you do, I don't want that to be my responsibility if it was a mistake. I'm gonna pause the recording and I'm gonna do my eyeliner and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do advice. Okay, I did my eyeliner. All is good. They match, I think.
They do. Hit the pedal head. Am I gonna get copyrighted if I lip sync?
No. Am I gonna get copyrighted if I lip sync? You weren't even lip syncing, you were singing. Advice on getting over a guy and fake friends.
I have advice.
Don't block them, unfollow them on social media so that you don't have to keep checking.
Getting over a guy, end on good terms. I feel like that's so important. Just
if you end on bad terms,
you're gonna think about it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be in your mind, and you're just gonna be like, oh. End on good terms, you know? Don't be talking negatively about this person.
In the case that you did already end things and there's nothing you can do about the way you guys ended things, I would say just try your best not to talk about them at all.
Oh, what's the name of that thing online where you can talk to random people?
Omegle. Don't go on Omegle. It's just overage men that are gonna try to take advantage of you because your heart is broken. So don't do that.
How do you know?
Everyone knows that. It's just all men trying to show their thingies. And if you go, oh, my heart is broken, I just got broken up with, they're gonna be like, oh, is that so? What am I doing?
What am I doing? Look at my face.
I feel like we're gonna be watching this video like 5 months from now and be like, holy crap, we're so cringy.
We honestly are. But like, cringy and proud.
Please don't say that ever again. Please. I'm begging you. Do you believe in ghosts or paranormal stuff?
Sometimes.
I do 100%. Why not? Great response. Love it. I totally agree.
What did you say?
I said why not?
Oh. Okay. I don't know, honestly. I'm not, because I feel like if you believe in ghosts and like all that, you have to believe in like the afterlife.
Dude, the most awkward thing is when you're in class and your like throat makes like a weird noise and like people look at you and you're like,
or like, oh my god, okay, in middle school, my 8th grade year, I did not eat breakfast. Like,
me too.
I just don't eat breakfast.
Yeah,
It's not my thing.
I just don't have time either.
Like, I'm not trying to starve myself or anything like that.
We were in the same first and second, so we would always hear each other's stomachs like,
oh my god, I hate when we were taking tests.
Oh,
and
yes. And we would take tests first thing in the morning too. Okay, I don't know if you remember this, but 8th grade, we had like a drill for a lockdown. We were all sitting in a corner. Do you remember this? We were all sitting in the corner, and my stomach, it was dead silent, and my stomach goes like, And then everyone like thought I farted, and I was like, guys, no, I promise, it was my stomach. And that's like one of my most traumatizing experiences because everyone thought I farted, but it was just my stomach.
Have you ever blamed a fart on somebody else?
Yeah, in kindergarten I did, and I like remember it so vividly because I still feel bad about it.
We should give each other advice. Okay, what do you need advice on?
What do I need advice on?
Yeah, I know.
What do you need advice on?
Everything. My life is like, it's not complicated. It's not eventful. It's just, I don't know how to deal with stuff.
Like what?
This boy.
I give you advice every day and you don't listen to me.
I do, but she's like, Barbara, are you feeling ballsy? And I'm like, I'm like, yes. And she says something too extra, and I'm like,
Last night he was all like, I bet no one liked me when I was little. And I told her to be all like, well, someone likes you now. Okay, but usually it's the other way around. Usually I look extra next to you. Can you make it stop beeping?
What's beeping? There's a bomb in my ear.
Okay, it stopped. What if we just exploded? That's like not funny.
That's thunder.
Oh.
She thought it was my stomach.
No, I thought it was a bomb because we were just talking about like bombs and exploding.
Okay.
And I just heard like, whoa, and I was like, oh my god.
Here in Colorado, where I live, like the part of Colorado, it's been like really raining and thundering and storming, and holy shoot, I look white. How does my bronzer look?
Other side, it looks good.
I thought you meant I was gonna go like that, but then I was like, I don't know how to do that. Why'd you turn your head so much? I remember this boy. Okay, so when I first went to her middle school. Hold on. I was completely new, and I got sat in the back of the class with this boy. But this was my first day and he got put in the last table in the back of the class because he misbehaved or something, and I got put there because there was no other place for me to sit. So I was sitting next to him, and then a couple of days later he's like, you look like Fiona from Shrek.
But he told me I looked like a man one time, if that makes you feel better.
The whole year he called me Fiona. I'd be walking to class like minding my own business, like, hey Fiona, and I got to the point where I would look and answer because it happens so often. I'd be like, oh yeah.
I'm gonna start calling you Fiona.
Is it almost 2 o'clock when Mommy comes home?
Mommy's already home. It's 5 o'clock. She's in the basement. She was like,
she looks so long.
That was awful though. Like imagine your first day at a new school. You have no friends. You don't know anybody. And the first thing a person says to you is that you look like Fiona from Shrek, and not the pretty one, the post transformation one.
I look like a man. You look like Fiona. We really out here. What are you doing?
I'm trying to look at my, what do you call it? You cute or whatever.
Thanks.
This host got me saying whatever.
I make everything.
After every sentence, I always want to add in or whatever.
Oh, whatever.
How was your day?
Oh, whatever.
Or whatever.
What's the meanest thing someone's ever said to you? Is it the Fiona thing?
No. That was nice.
Everything mean about me that's been said has been like about
Is this creamy?
Yeah, about my lips.
What about your lips?
I've gotten everything about my lips, like every insult you could ever think about. Like I used to hate my lips, but now I like really love them.
Okay, people like go do surgery for lips like yours, so you're a queen.
Thanks, baby J.
Okay, no, let me list off every insult that I've gotten about my lips. Like last year, me, I would never tell people this. Like I'd be like, what? No, I've never gotten insulted about my lips, because I'd be like so embarrassed about it. But now I don't really care. I've gotten fish lips, which is actually kind of funny though. I've gotten horse lips.
I love laughing at my insults.
Me too.
I think it's so, I'm like, that's so creative.
It's like actually funny though. It's like,
it's so creative though.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I could never come up with an insult that good.
Horse lips. I've gotten that they're too big for my face. I've gotten that they're unproportional to my face. Let me see. I've probably gotten way more. Or like people have probably said meaner things, but like I don't know. Okay, I got DSL and I didn't know what that meant, and
I've gotten that too, and I was like,
I've gotten that so many times. I didn't know what it meant, and I like genuinely would get my feelings hurt because I didn't know what it meant. And then I, like one time I asked someone, and I was like, okay, I understand.
Like, is it a compliment or
is it a bad thing or is it a good thing?
Yeah.
Like I'm still confused. I'm so sweaty.
I've never been a lipstick person until Verena got here.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to hate lipstick too, like a few years ago, because I just didn't like the way it made my lips look like even bigger. But like now I like it. Okay, hi. I really sincerely apologize for how shitty the audio is in this next clip because my camera died and we had to start filming on her phone because the text message was on my phone, so I had to read it. But like I don't know why it's so bad, and I'm so sorry, but it's only like 2 minutes long, so I'm sorry. Just keep watching until the end. And if you're still watching, I love you so much because this video is so long. But if you're still watching, comment Milo, M-I-L-O. That's how you spell it. So my camera ran out of storage because I just have the best luck ever, you know? But someone else asked for advice. By the way, we're done getting ready. Advice on boys and girls. Say you used to date this person and you love them so much but broke up because you felt like they weren't giving you 100% just like you were. And they would barely text you, but now that you guys aren't dating, you guys text so much more. And you don't want to let them go because you miss what you guys had, but just hope that in the future they can get their... that person can get their shit together so that you guys can finally be together. I think tell them what you just told us.
Yeah, to be honest,
yeah. Tell them.
But like if you're better at texting each other now than you were together, I think that says something about your relationship.
I think you guys are better off friends.
Yeah.
Also, who are we to tell you that? You know, it's like whatever you know is right. You know, because we don't know the full like story.
But tell him. Tell her.
Tell him or her whatever you just told us. They'll understand. You know. Okay, that was all the advice, and we're done getting ready. Highlight is poppin', we cute or whatever. Okay. Also, we recorded a video for Barbara's channel. Am I editing it for you?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. Whenever we're probably gonna upload these on the same day, maybe. I don't know. But I'm gonna put the link to her channel and her first video in my description because I finally made her start a YouTube channel. All right.
She looks like, she looks natural and gorgeous, and
I don't look natural. Look how like these wings could like make me fly away.